Here are the crypto top headlines covered in this video. Macro investor Raoul details absolute stunner chart signaling potential next big move for Ethereum. Next, Ripple's XRPL taps Axelar for RWA cross-chain communication. Also, GBTC hits lowest ever $22 million outflow, raising hopes for end to Bitcoin bleed. Welcome to Crypto Top Headlines, where there's no clickbait thumbnails or titles, and no speeches on my opinions, just bringing crypto's news to you. We are a new channel here on YouTube, and would greatly appreciate it if you would click on the like and subscribe buttons, as well as the notification bell. It does help support the channel, so thank you in advance for doing so. Now, on to these headlines. Our first top headline, macro investor Raoul details absolute stunner chart signaling potential next big move for Ethereum. Former Goldman Sachs executive Raoul believes Ethereum is gearing up for a massive breakout against Bitcoin. Powell says on the social media platform X that the Ethereum versus Bitcoin ratio, or ETH versus BTC, is on the verge of breaking above the diagonal resistance of a massive wedge on the weekly chart. The ETH to BTC chart is an absolute stunner and ready for the next big move, the break of the mega wedge. Let's see how it pans out. Looking at his chart, the trader suggests that ETH to BTC has already broken out of a descending channel, indicating an imminent bullish trend reversal. His chart also suggests that ETH to BTC may break out of a years-long falling wedge pattern. ETH to BTC is trading for 0.0573 BTC, or $3,241 at time of writing, down 1.58% in the past 24 hours. Other analysts are also turning bullish on Ethereum. The founders of analytics platform Glassnode, Jan Happel and Jan Alleman, recently said that ETH to BTC made a sudden move to the upside, indicating that ETH itself and other altcoins are about to soar. When ETH to BTC rallies, altcoins rally, and we have just broken higher after a long consolidation since late 2021. CEO and founder of Morgan Creek Capital, Mark Yusko, believes that Ethereum could reach the $15,000 level if Bitcoin hits $150,000. Said Yusko, "I probably have no reason to go against what has existed for a long time, which is the ratio between Bitcoin and Ethereum. It used to be almost exactly 10 to 1. So let's say Bitcoin gets to 150,000, let's say it gets all the way back to 10 to 1, then that would be an Ethereum price of $15,000, so comfortably somewhere between $10,000 and $15,000. Let me pause here for a moment. If you're getting value out of this video, please click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. Our next top headline, Ripple's XRPL taps Axelar for RWA cross-chain communication. The partnership between Ripple and Axelar is part of a strategic move into tokenizing real-world assets. Ripple is partnering with the Axelar Foundation to add interoperability to the XRP ledger, or XRPL, blockchain, targeting the next stage of growth for the tokenization of real-world assets, or RWAs. The partnership will enable developers to use Axelar's General Message Passing, or GMP, to execute calls on smart contracts residing on over 55 blockchains, facilitating the cross-chain deployment of decentralized applications on the XRPL, Ripple's open-source public blockchain. Benefits of the integration include unlocking liquidity for stablecoins and large-cap assets, according to the companies. Real-world asset tokenization will be the driving force of the blockchain economy, with real estate, commodities, and treasuries and bonds being the leading use cases. David Schwartz, Chief Technology Officer of Ripple and co-creator of the XRPL, told Cointelegraph, Schwartz foresees traditional lending platforms increasingly using tokenized RWAs for collateralized loans. The XRPL has been around for over a decade. According to a recent report from Messari, the network registered an 8.8% growth in daily activity volume in 2023, driven by numerous types of transactions, including a 73.7% growth in non-fungible tokens activity. Axelar, on the other hand, is a Canada-based startup offering an overlay of communication between blockchains, allowing networks to share data without intermediaries or centralized parties. The company was founded in 2020 by inaugural team members at Algorand and Massachusetts Institute of Technology graduates. Axelar's integration will help broaden blockchain adoption by facilitating RWA, believes Schwartz. Tokenization is the process of converting rights to an asset into a digital token on a blockchain. These tokens can represent real-world assets like real estate, art, or shares in a company, making them easier to buy, sell, and trade. Investment bank Citi predicts that RWA tokenization could become the next killer use case in crypto, estimating the market to reach between $4 trillion and $5 trillion by 2030. This growth is expected to be driven primarily by the tokenization of private equity, real estate, and debt markets, with private equity likely becoming the most tokenized asset class due to its favorable properties for liquidity and fractionalization. Our next top headline, GBTC hits lowest ever $22 million outflow, raising hopes for end to Bitcoin bleed. Grayscale's ETF bleeding has slowed again, while other funds have seen another strong day of inflows, lifting them to a fortnightly high. Grayscale's spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund has seen its third consecutive trading day of slowing net outflows, hitting a record low of $22.4 million as ETFs combined hit a 2-week net inflow high. Farside investor data for February 26th shows the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, or GBTC, had 3 back-to-back days of slowing net outflows on February 22nd, 23rd, and 26th. It ended the trading week on Friday with a daily net outflow of $44.2 million, and outflows further halved on February 26th. However, Grayscale has also marked 31 straight trading days of outflows since it converted to an ETF on January 11th, with $7.47 billion in total drained from the ETF. Bitcoin technology firm Blockstream CEO Adam Back posted to X on February 26th that he's waiting for the day GBTC flashes an inflow. Back added it could happen, but would need just enough premium to incentivize traders to arbitrage the ETF. Hendrik Anderson, Chief Investment Officer at asset manager Apollo Crypto, concurred in a separate X post, writing that the first time Grayscale's fund posts a net inflow, it will be a mega signal to the market. Meanwhile, Farside's data for February 26th shows the combined net inflows of all Bitcoin ETFs, besides Invesco and Galaxy's, hit $515.5 million, the highest in 2 weeks. The ETFs hit a combined net inflow of $631.3 million on February 13th, but have struggled to maintain the momentum since, even seeing a net outflow of $35.6 million on February 21st due to a comparatively larger outflow day from GBTC and smaller inflows to other funds. Fidelity's ETF saw the bulk of the inflows on February 26th at over $243 million, accounting for nearly half of the day's net total. It is also FBTC's second highest inflow day ever, behind January 17th. The other half of the net inflow came from BlackRock's ETF, along with ARK Invest and 21 Shares Fund, which had respective inflows of nearly $112 million and over $130.5 million. So this concludes our top headlines. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to click on the like and subscribe buttons, as well as the notification bell. Also, leave your thoughts in the comments and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you all for watching Crypto Top Headlines, bringing crypto's news to you.